Psalm 106 verses 4 and 5. Remember me, O Lord, with the favor you have toward your people, O, visit me with your salvation. 5. That I may see the benefit of your chosen ones, that I may rejoice in the gladness of your nation, that I may glory with your inheritance. The word phrase remember me, O Lord, relates to the psalmist in this composition, implying his humble stance before his Lord, imploring, even as insignificant as I am, include me. He extends his appeal for God's chosen nation so that he also might not personally be forgotten. He is saying, please consider, including me, in the benefits that will be extended to your chosen people Israel, and by proxy, the New Testament saints. His prayer implores the Lord to think of him with an undeserved mercy and kindness, and with the compassion that God shows all of his elect just as we should. The psalmist pleads that he cannot ask for anything more, nor does he seek after anything less. Even if God were to treat him as a lesser of all of his saints, he will still be content. The psalmist looks forward prophetically to the salvation that will be offered to Israel through his Messiah. These two sentences, verses 4 to 5, make a sweet prayer, at once humble and aspiring, submissive and expansive. It is so inclusive that it could be prayed by both a dying thief and a living saint. We sometimes hear of a person, at the moment of their death, smiling as they come into his presence, face to face. This type of deathbed joy can only come from a person who comprehends that the validation of their salvation claim comes from having lived a life that is pleasing to God, made possible only by God's Spirit living within them. My mind goes to Hebrews 12:14, pursue peace with everyone, and holiness. Without it, no one will see the Lord. HCSB. The psalmist's desire is for the divine clemency, and he was excited by the hope that he might participate in all the good things which flow to God's people. The Father has blessed all of us with all spiritual blessings in Christ Jesus, and will in a coming day, bless all of the remnant of Israel. We read about this blessing of the nation in Zechariah 12:9-10, on that day I will set out to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. Then I will pour out a spirit of grace and prayer on the house of David and the residents of Jerusalem, and they will look at me whom they pierced. They will mourn for him as one mourns for an only child, and weep bitterly for him as one weeps for a firstborn. HCSB.